Good morning. If everyone could please take your seats, we're about to begin. The last of the stragglers. All right. Of course, the last person in, the most important. Sorry, we had to keep him sequestered because if he was out there, you'd all still be hugging him and we wouldn't start on time. So I had to keep him here. All right. Good morning. I am Deputy Chief William Herrick, and on behalf of the men and women of the Santa Monica Police Department, I'd like to welcome you to today's swearing-in ceremony for the Chief of Police, Darrick Jacob. We are honored to be joined by our city leadership, members of the City Council, our fellow law enforcement partners, community stakeholders, and most importantly, the family of the men and women of the Santa Monica Police Department that support them every single day. Today marks an important milestone for the department and for the city itself as we install a chief whose career has been defined by service, leadership, and dedication to this organization. Please stand for the presentation of the colors, followed by the national anthem, which will be sung by the lovely voice of Rosalind Curry. Also, I ask that all uniformed personnel, when you receive the order, render a hand salute, and those not in uniform, place their right hand over their heart. Please welcome the Santa Monica Police Color Guard.
Detail, halt! Right, face! All uniformed personnel, present, arms!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Detail, halt! Left, face! Post the colors! Color guard, post!
Thank you, Rosalind. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. All right. Please place your place your right hand over your heart and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Thank you. Please be seated. I'd like to invite Santa Monica Police Chaplain Joe Montoya up to the stage to give the invocation.
We celebrate today from the balconies of heaven to the seashores of Santa Monica. Almighty and loving Father, source of all grace, we gather today with the reverence for the solemn oath that will be taken and the significant responsibility that will be placed upon our new Chief of Police, Darrick Jacobs. We ask for your divine guidance, granting wisdom, strength, and unwavering courage for this sacred duty. May he serve with compassion, clarity, and integrity, protecting the innocent and upholding justice for all in our community. Bless his family, who shares him with us for the purpose of serving, and strengthen all the officers under his command. Please remember all of those that are unsworn who serve in our city as well. Inspire the men and women of the Santa Monica Police Department to be instruments of peace, building community, building trust, and keeping our streets safe day and night. May Chief Jacob's leadership foster lasting peace and order. We ask this in your mighty name. And we said together, amen and amen. We said together, amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaplain, very much. Now, before we begin, I'd like to share a brief overview of the experience and service that have brought Chief Jacob to this very moment. Chief Darrick Jacob was appointed Interim Chief of Police in August of 2025, after more than 2 decades of service with the Santa Monica Police Department and nearly 3 decades in law enforcement. He began his career in 1996 with the California State University Northridge Police Department before joining the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department in 2001, and then the Santa Monica Police Department in 2004. He has served as a patrol officer, field training officer, motor officer, defensive tactic instructor, property crimes detective, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, and deputy chief, commanding patrol, dispatch, personnel and training, downtown services, the homeless liaison program, SWAT, patrol operations, and strategic services. A United States veteran and learned man, Chief Jacob holds a Bachelor of Science in Health Science and a Master of Public Administration from the California State University Northridge. He has completed the Sherman Block Supervisory Leadership Institute, the California Post-Executive Development course, the Senior Management Institute for Police in Boston. He is a member of the International Association of Chiefs of Police, Police Executive Research Forum, and the California Police Chiefs Association, as well as the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives. Now, pretty impressive resume that tells the tale of achievement. But if you kind of read between the lines of this tale, you see the story is actually one of contribution. Darrick Jacob is a man of contribution. Beyond his resume, those of us who have worked closely with Chief know him as a steady and thoughtful leader, dedicated to his family, and someone who genuinely cares about the people around him. He leads with humility, listens before he speaks, mostly, and never forgets to remind us that this job is ultimately about people, both in the community we serve and the members of the department that serve the community. He understands this organization because he's lived it. He's been forged by it, and he's evolved with it. He knows its challenges, its expectations, its strengths, and he brings to this role not only experience, but character, compassion, and a deep commitment to doing this job the right way. His unique synergy of experience and character makes this day especially meaningful, especially for everyone in this room. Now, with that said, it is my privilege to introduce our Honorable Mayor of Santa Monica, Mayor Carolyn Terosas. If she'd please join us.
Wow, good morning, everyone. I hope you are all excited. We had a late council meeting last night, and there's nowhere that I would rather be than here. So thank you for welcoming us. Today is a proud moment for Santa Monica, not just because we are swearing in a new police chief, but because we are affirming the kind of leadership we believe in and the future that we are choosing for our city. There's a simple truth about leadership that feels especially relevant today. In times of change, the leaders who matter most are the ones who show up every day and never lose sight of who they are serving. That is the kind of leader that Chief Jacob is. Leadership is not about rank or authority. It's about responsibility. It's about consistency. It's about making hard decisions, staying grounded in values, and showing up day after day for the people you serve. And it's about doing the work with humility, which he has in spades. Before anything else, I want to recognize the women and the men of the Santa Monica Police Department. You carry enormous responsibility, often in moments that are stressful, complex, unseen by the public. You do this work with professionalism and care, and our city is safer because of you, and we are so, so grateful. Today is also a reflection of your commitment and your service. Chief Jacob's leadership was forged right here in Santa Monica. He knows this city in a way few people ever will. He knows its neighborhoods, its challenges, and its opportunities. He knows what it takes to keep a city not just safe, but well-run. That knowledge is earned through years of service, problem solving, and being present when it matters most. On a personal note, I just want to say how much I admire DJ's unwavering commitment to this city. I think it's reflected in the very diverse coalition of people that have showed up here today because we all support you. Our hands are on your back. We are here to be with you, especially in times that are difficult, and we just thank you for taking this oath and stepping up for us. No one knows more about how to keep Santa Monica safe, secure, and functioning, and I feel so confident. His loyalty to public service and to this city has been steady and unwavering. And just as importantly, he brings that same integrity and commitment to his role as a devoted dad to Nala, Destiny, and Darrick Jacob Jr. I just had the opportunity to say hi to you. They are lovely and I think a great reflection of your leadership and parenting. That humanity, I think, matters the most. It shows up in how he leads, and we're very thankful. There's something especially meaningful about the fact that Chief Jacob is the first internal chief appointed in more than 40 years. It sends a powerful message about the value of institutional knowledge, mentorship, and investing in the people that have dedicated their careers to the city. We see that, we recognize that, we appreciate that. In a time of real change, continuity matters. In just a short time as interim chief, we have already seen what leadership looks like in action. Focused deployment in high impact areas, stronger coordination across city departments, real attention to quality of life issues that affect how people experience our public spaces every day. And soon, we're very excited, the opening of a new police substation at Santa Monica Place, strengthening our presence and support downtown as we usher in an economic recovery for our city. As mayor, I have been clear that Santa Monica is in a period of realignment. We are restoring the fundamentals that make a city thrive: public safety, civic cleanliness, economic vitality, and trust in government. Those fundamentals are deeply connected. You cannot have a vibrant downtown without safety. You cannot attract families, workers, and businesses without confidence. And you cannot move a city forward without leaders like Chief Jacob who understand that connection, and he does, and we're very excited. Chief Jacob understands that public safety is not just about enforcement. It is about presence, it's about trust, it's about connection, it's about aligning resources where they are needed most and leading with both strength and humility. We have ambitious plans ahead for Santa Monica, from revitalizing our downtown to welcoming the world during our international events. That future depends on leadership that is steady, principled, and deeply committed to service. And that brings me back to where I began. In times of change, the leaders who matter most are the ones who show up every day and never lose sight of who they serve. Chief Jacob, thank you for showing up for Santa Monica year after year and never losing sight of who you are serving. Thank you for your integrity, for your leadership. We are so proud and honored to welcome you as our new Chief of Police. Thank you all.
Next up, I'd like to invite our bold city manager, Mr. Oliver G.
There are a lot of people here today. How's everyone doing? Gosh, what a privilege it is for me to be here this morning to offer a few remarks. Typically, I like to stay in the background, but when it's about someone like DJ, gosh, what a privilege it is to be able to share some observations and thoughts about the moment that today represents. Before we get there, though, I thought maybe I'd share a little joke that DJ and I sometimes engage in. I saw Bill. Bill's a tall guy. I'm on the taller side myself. DJ's more efficiently sized. But I think in the room, I think what we've all come to learn, leadership's not about how tall you are or height. It's about the things that you do every day to demonstrate who you are, how you use the authorities you've been given to serve people and deliver outcomes for people. And I could not be more excited about the man we're honoring and swearing in as our next Chief of Police here in Santa Monica today. First time I met DJ, we grabbed a cup of coffee together. And in that moment, I think a couple minutes into the conversation, I said to him, like, where have you been all my life? And there was, he was on a pathway, though, that a different career path where, frankly, it would have been more lucrative and easier than thinking about coming back and helping us build the city and the police department back up. But that's the kind of person that DJ is. It's never about ego or him. It's about the role that he plays to try to serve others. That sense of humility that he leads with, where he's consistently thinking about the team before any of his personal ambitions, is something that I've seen in spades in my interactions with DJ. I'm certain that's why there's so many people here today as we recognize and honor him in this moment as he takes the reins of one of the most outstanding police departments that exists anywhere in the country. As I got to know DJ, one of the things I've appreciated about him is he always takes charge of the issue that he's responsible for handling. And then when he tells you he's going to work to figure out a solution, you can take him at his word. He's going to do what he says he's going to do. It occurs to me that for years here in Santa Monica, we've been thinking, there are impacts. It's terrific that we have the metro line running through the city, but being at the end of the line, there's an issue there. And I think for a long time, we've said it's not our responsibility, let's blame someone else. You sit down and you talk to DJ about it for a few minutes, he doesn't blame anyone, takes responsibility for what can we do to make that situation better. And in just the time he served as our interim chief, he was able to form and forge a relationship with counterparts at Metro. We're working on a deal now to actually make an impact on the issues that we see so that the benefits of transit exist, but some of the disorder that it causes in our town, we have an ability to impact that in a positive way. DJ is always taking an approach laced with integrity. Everything that he says he's going to figure out, you can rely on him, take it to the bank. That's a value, I think, that is so foundational to who he is, and another reason why I'm so excited that he's agreed to be our chief moving forward. If you know DJ too, he's like a constant ball of energy thinking about what's possible. When I first started, he had all of these ideas about how we could improve the way that we deliver services in the field, but also thinking about 21st century policing. You hear a lot of folks talk about that. DJ doesn't like to talk about it much. He likes to understand it and then do it. So whether it's engaging some of the new tools that DJ kept telling me, Oliver, you're not going to believe this real-time crime center that we've been working on. I'm like, well, you've seen one, you've seen them all, DJ. Stop talking to me about cameras. Like, it's not that exciting. And then you see what he's helped cultivate and create. He takes no credit for it. The team's done an amazing job, but he's been integral in making sure that we can develop something that's truly revolutionary, that is on the cutting edge of what law enforcement is doing, but simultaneously thinking about how do we fix some of our issues in the downtown. That kind of motivation to try to figure out what's possible and to go do it is inspiring. And it makes me want to do my part to make sure we're supporting him and the police department, our whole city, and every single day through the work that I'm engaged in. That motivation he serves with is contagious. I think the last thing that occurs to me as we think about DJ, Santa Monica is this not like the coolest city on the planet? It is also a massively hard city to work in. Like, holy cow. Lots of inputs externally in the community. Everyone that's part of the city organization, you know this. Internally, we sometimes are a very difficult place to get work accomplished. We're all working to make that easier, to improve the way that things operate internal to the organization. Some leaders get frustrated, when things are hard. DJ always minds the way that he interacts with people, even when situations are challenging. The words that he uses when he's frustrated, the actions he engages when he's trying to solve problems, all of that serves to pull people together, his approach. Even though he is the chief of police, you wouldn't know that if you're just hanging out with him through the way he carries himself with such care. DJ, you embody the values that we're trying to cultivate here in our organization so that we can serve people in a transformative way. And today's not about, title or just a promotion. It's really about the confidence that you instill in all of us, that in Santa Monica, we can do big, hard things again. And having gotten to know you, you're just one of the finest human beings I've ever met. And it's a privilege to be able to call you a colleague and friend. And I'm so excited that we have the chance today to celebrate as you become Santa Monica's next chief of police. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager. Appreciate that. However, you did promise to wear a bow tie today, but I'll get you next time. With that said, we're going to move on to the main event, the badge pinning ceremony. So I'd like to invite the chief and his lovely family onto the stage, please. You can share some of that later. We will now proceed to the oath of office for the Chief of Police. I'd like to invite Santa Monica Deputy City Clerk Estelina Luga Lugo to the stage, please.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Santa Monica Police Chief according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor I invite our Chief of Police, Darrick Jacob, to the podium.
Let me move this mic down for all these giants that have been talking. Wow. Good morning. First, let me begin by expressing my deepest gratitude, all of you, for being here today. This moment isn't about me. It's about our police department, our city, and the incredible people who make up this community and make it what it is. I'm truly honored and grateful to stand before you as the Chief of Police of the City of Santa Monica. I want to begin by acknowledging the many people in this room who've made this occasion meaningful to me. I want to thank Mayor Terrosis and the members of City Council and City Manager Oliver Chief for their trust and support. My command staff, consisting of Deputy Chief Bill Herrick, Captain Tom McLaughlin, Captain Rudy Flores, Captain Bobby Villegas, Captain Lowell Watson, and Captain Francisco Franco, for believing in the mission and in making sure that it is realized day to day in the work that we do. I also want to thank my community engagement team, headed by Lieutenant Louis Gilmore and Sergeant Rick Verbeck, for making all of this possible. This unit has worked hard to put this event together to ensure this is not only a memorable experience for me and my family, but the department as well. Thank you for the small details that no one will notice but me. A special thank you to Miss Belen Sagun, because I always pronounce EH, Sagun, my executive assistant. She keeps me on track, on time, and most importantly, she remembers everything that I'm supposed to do. She knows where all the bodies are buried, everyone. Thank you to my fellow city department heads and to the leadership teams who work tirelessly keeping Santa Monica thriving. Thank you to our partners from across the region, including fellow chiefs and command staffs from neighboring agencies and guests who have traveled near and far. Your presence reflects a strong partnership that matters deeply to me and to this department. To my family and loved ones, thank you for standing with me today, for standing with me every day. I didn't get here on my own. You've endured long nights, missed holidays, and other engagements without me. You've endured the phone calls, the text messages, the constant interruptions while I check my cell phone and send texts and receive texts. Thank you for your patience, your sacrifices, and your constant support. Your never-ending love and patience and belief in me have made this moment possible, and I would not be here without you. Most importantly, I want to speak directly to the men and women of the Santa Monica Police Department. Sworn and professional staff, active and retired. For the first time in 46 years, a police chief has been selected internally from within the department. I want to be clear about what that means. This moment is not about me. It's about the department you have built, the standards you uphold, and the professionalism you bring to the work every day. The Santa Monica Police Department is where expectations are high, where training matters, where accountability matters, where we do the job is just as how we do the job is just as important as the results we achieve. That culture does not happen by accident. It exists because of the people in this department who show up every day, who do the work the right way, and hold themselves and each other accountable to a higher standard. I've learned from outstanding mentors, worked beside dedicated colleagues, and watched this department evolve while holding firm to its core values. Every role I've ever held has reinforced one simple truth. This department succeeds because of the people who care deeply about this community. While I am the first internal chief here in decades, this department has never stopped producing leaders. Today, there are multiple sitting police chiefs and other retired police chiefs who began their careers right here in Santa Monica. That tells you something important. It tells you that this department develops leaders. It tells you that the experience, training, and expectations set here prepare people to lead wherever they may serve. I'm humbled by the trust you have placed in me. This moment that we share is not just as much as mine, it's about yours, and I'm proud to serve amongst you. To the community I'm honored to serve, thank you for the support that you have shown me in becoming your police chief. I accept that responsibility with humility and a deep pride in the city that has shaped me and trusted me with its future safety. Public safety, however, is not the responsibility of law enforcement alone. It's a shared commitment. I believe deeply in working alongside our residents, our neighborhoods, our faith leaders, our business community, and all those who call this city home. We may not always agree, but we will always listen. And we can always work together toward a common goal of a safer city. As a police chief, my priorities are clear. Crime suppression. Our responsibility is to reduce crime and address the fear of crime, which can be just as damaging to a communities. We will be proactive, fair, and focused. We will hold people accountable within the law, and as we continue to use smart, coordinated strategies to protect victims from harm. Second, our response to homelessness. Homelessness is not a crime, but we will always treat people with dignity and compassion. At the same time, however, disorder and unlawful behavior in our public spaces will not be tolerated. We will continue to balance compassion and accountability, working closely with our service providers while ensuring our neighborhoods, businesses, and public spaces are safe and accessible. Third, impacting traffic. How safe people feel walking, biking, and driving through Santa Monica matters. Preventing serious injuries and fatalities is a responsibility we take seriously. Through presence, enforcement, and education, we will continue working to make our streets safe for everyone. And fourth, community and youth engagement. Trust is built one interaction at a time. Every contact matters. Engagement is not the responsibility of one unit or program. It belongs to every member of this police department. By showing up, listening, treating people with respect, we will strengthen the relationship that makes our work possible. Internally, my commitment is just as strong. I'm committed to fostering a culture of integrity and accountability and inclusion, a culture where every voice matters, where professionalism is the standard, and where our people feel supported, especially when the work is hard. I believe in listening, learning, and leading with empathy. I believe that when we take care of our people, they can take care of the community. I see this role not as ownership, but as a stewardship. I did not create this department. I inherited it. Shaped by generations of officers and professional staff who came before me. My responsibility is to protect what makes this department strong, to continue raising the bar, and to invest in people who will carry the work forward long after my time as chief has ceased. As I step into the role permanently, I do so with a deep sense of responsibility. Leadership is not about titles, it's about trust. It's about listening and about making sure the people you lead feel supported, respected, and empowered to do their best work. My vision for this department is rooted in trust, transparency, and connection. I believe in a department that enforces the law with fairness and professionalism while building bridges within our ranks, with our community partners, and with every person we serve. These are not competing ideas, they're inseparable. That responsibility means developing leaders at every level. It means mentoring, it means supporting growth, it means creating opportunities for the next generation to step forward. It means leaving this department stronger, more resilient, and better prepared for the future than when I accepted this responsibility. I know the road ahead will bring challenges. Policing is complex, demanding, and constantly evolving. But I know this team. I know your dedication, your resilience, and your heart. And I know together we will meet those challenges with courage, unity, and professionalism. I look forward to leading alongside this remarkable team as we continue to build this department and a city grounded in fairness, dignity, and mutual respect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief, and we stand with you. At this point, I'd like to invite Chaplain Matoyer back on the stage one more time for a benediction.
The Apostle Paul said, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." Amen.
That brings a close to our formal ceremony. We'd like to thank you for joining us. Your presence here has made this moment that much more special. Please stay. We have refreshments and some delicious pastries in the front there. Please stay, mingle, and the most important thing is the photo op here will be up here. Everyone will get a chance to take a picture with our new chief. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day.